few years ago, I'm sort of on a quest to climb as many volcanoes as possible in this great country, and I ended up in East Java, which is not really a long way away from Bali. You drive 3.5 hours across Bali, take an hour a ferry across, but then after the ferry terminal it's another 42 kilometers to go into the highlands. There's this majestic mountain, Kawah Ijen. It's not the sheer beauty and the scenery, which yes, it's very special, but we've got beautiful mountains and beautiful sceneries throughout Indonesia. But what makes this place so very special is the people. Where we started our hike, there were these porters bringing back the baskets of sulfur from the gut of the volcano. So the first portion of the hike, the first 3.8 kilometers, followed exactly the same track. And obviously when I discovered them the first time, I was totally shocked seeing these guys carrying this load. You go then 3.8 kilometers up to the caldera. Once you reach the caldera, the views are absolutely spectacular. You look into the gut of the volcano. There's quite a large lake on the bottom of the volcano. It's probably a diameter of 500 or 700 meters. Apparently totally sulfuric, poisonous, 42 degrees Celsius. So from the caldera is a drop of 180 meters virtually vertically down into the gut of the volcano. Then next to the lake you've got this sulfur fence where with 800 degrees Celsius sulfur flows out of the gut of the volcano. This is Basuratna. Poor bugger is 37 years old. For the last 20 years he works behind us. We just were hit by these horrible fumes, and it takes just absolutely everything out of you. The breath you can't inhale anymore, it hurts your eyes, the throat hurts, everything is terrible. And this poor guys do it day after day. Unreal, absolutely unreal.
Ini tempat duduk saya, ya dingin. Ada. Berapa orang biasa? Ini 12 orang. 12 orang yang bertempat ini 4 2, semua 12 orang. Itu untuk masak sama teman-teman saya. Ini kita apa namanya? Dulu sini ini mau bikin teh, susu.
Now you have to imagine an average sulfur porter weighs approximately 60 kilos. The average load on their shoulders, 75 kilos. So with 75 kilos on their shoulders, they have to make their way 180 meters up through rocky, volcanic path. And when you're next to these guys, it's just absolutely brutal when you see how they carry that stuff up. Once they reach the top of the caldera, it's 3.8 kilometers down to the collection point. Eventually they will make it to the back. They will receive per kilogram sulfur harvest 780 rupiahs, which is probably 8-9 cents US dollar they get per kilo sulfur harvest. And average porter does 2 journeys a day. He will collect an average of about $9 per day. Average life expectation 45 years. These people are dead. Honestly, in all my journeys around the globe, and I've been to some very, very remote parts of this planet, I've never seen anybody which has to make their living in a more brutal, hard way than these poor buggers.
Ini penghasilan dalamnya 1 pikul dapat 39, dapat rokok 1 biji,
1 batang.
ya sulit.
When I discovered them first time, I came back to Bali, mentioned to my wife, if I tell you these people work brutally hard, you have no idea what it means. You're gonna have to see it. And consequently, we went back then. You couldn't go back there empty-handed. So what we're doing now, we set up this program where we continuously collect clothes. And I'm very, very happy to receive donations from all over the planet, people who support us in this quest. And every year, 2 or 3 times, it's now 3 times, we go back to East Java, where we bring a little bit of assistance, a little bit help to these porters. In our last quest, when we went over there, we were able to help 260 porters. Each of them received a little packet from us with clothes. We got a little bit of pocket money, which is equivalent to 1 day's work, packet of cigarettes. What I'm even more proud about, that we were for the first time a week ago, we were able to actually help 20 or sponsor 20 kids from these porters to go to school for a whole year. And we will go back again in December. We will do this every 3-4 months, and every time we go back, we'll have 20 more kids we'll be able to sponsor. Hopefully with this help and the help we receive from people around the globe, eventually we'll be able to make a little difference to these absolutely poor people.